The idea was going to get to Tasman Island. And at Tasman Island, lots of seals, guaranteed thousands of seals. There's a lot of seals on the water today, so don't worry, we're not going to stop for every seal, so there are plenty around. And then once we're at Tasman Island, like I said, the lighthouse, highest sea cliffs in the southern hemisphere, one of anyway. And then we'll make our way across Munro Bight, starting to head north. And this morning we actually went out pretty wide and we actually got to see a few of the Sydney to Hobart yachts. You know that big race, the big yachts coming this morning, and a few of the ones behind coming in too. So we might be able to catch them again this afternoon. Fingers crossed. Or hope they, hope we see them. Pretty still out there. We went out there this morning. And then hopefully, if the weather's all right with this wind, we might hopefully try to swing by the Hippolyte Rocks, because there was a lot of action out there the last couple of days, so that'll be cool to check out. We'll also check out Cape Hoy. If any of you guys are familiar with Cape Hoy, very famous rock climbing destination. If anyone is keen to go for a climb, we've got a few ropes on the boat and we can chuck you up if you can.
You might have a quick chat in the hull, and then the rest of us together. Good afternoon, everybody.
It's a one-way trip. You have good conditions, light winds, and not much swell. So happy days. If you've got a bad back, a bad neck, bad knees, or anything bad, don't sit at the front of the boat. If you've got worries about getting seasick, same deal. Don't sit at the front. No matter where you sit on this boat, you won't miss out. Front, back, left or right, everybody gets a good view. It's just important that you sit somewhere you're going comfortable. That's the important thing.
Alright guys, as we pull away from the jetty here, feel free to grab one of the red ponchos. I know it is really warm and it's going to be a hard sell getting you into them, but I can assure you once we get going, there's a bit of a southerly breeze pushing out of the Southern Ocean now. We are definitely going to have a wind chill factor once we leave the bay.
Where to stick these?
That's why we didn't bring it.
Yeah. Plenty of you have either already been to the historic site or have plans to go, and if you haven't, it's definitely worth it. It is a beautiful way to spend an afternoon exploring over 100 acres of heritage listed historic site there, so pretty interesting stuff. The bit of land we can see on our left with a bit of a structure on it, a couple of buildings with some big chimneys. That is an old shipyard, and out of there they ran one of the most productive shipyards in Tasmania's history. I mean, of course they would have though. They had free lumber, free labour, and all the time in the world. It's a very productive area.
To Hobart Yacht Race, right through, this is number 11, Maserati, and out behind them we've got Ichiban, all in 12th position. So if you take the Super Maxes out of the equation, the top 5, we're really looking at the front runners of the yacht race. Absolutely awesome, and look at the backdrop we've got here, absolutely unreal. I've got my own, I've been out here for years and I've got my own camera out.
I got the chef.
So really awesome to have the opportunity to see these great big yachts in what is probably the world's most famous ocean race, the Sydney to Hobart Yacht Race, and to see it here with what has to be the most beautiful backdrop of the entire race, with Tasman Island, which is their second turning point in the yacht race. So basically 3 right-hand turns. They make a right-hand turn out of Sydney Harbour. Their next right-hand turn is around the southern end of Tasman Island, and so the rule book says they can't take the shortcut through the gap. It's a long way to come to get disqualified. And their next turn will be around the next big cape we have to our west, which is Cape Row. And once they make that turn, they'll sail in a northwesterly direction across Storm Bay and up into the Derwent River towards the finish line. And in these conditions, they could still be 5 or 6 hours away from getting there, I reckon, because it's very light winds. They're only doing a couple of knots.
How did you know?
So still a bit of distance.
How did you know they're on 11th position?
I've got my yacht tracker in my pocket. Modern technology, it's pretty amazing what we can find out even out here on the water. No, I've been watching the yacht tracker for the last 24 hours at least. to forgive them for not being as enthusiastic as we are. They've been sailing for over 48 hours. I reckon they're all pretty exhausted and pretty keen to get into Hobart.
Pretty thirsty.
Tons of cast iron and 83,000 bricks to build the homes to accommodate the 3 families that lived on top of Tasman Island from 1906 to 1977.
So no one lives there now?
No, so yeah, so it's unmanned now. It's still operational.
Yeah.
A harem of females. So all the males live down in southern Tasmania, and all the females live in northern Tasmania. Create natural separation of the sexes, and part of the reason for that is their eating habits. Like I said, these guys can go to 400 kilos, and they can eat 10 to 15% of their body weight every day. Boy,